Get ready for some serious history wow moments. Ancient Egypt is like a never-ending treasure box, full of surprises that'll blow your mind, from mummies with glittering golden tongues to secret underground palaces hidden beneath the sands. Let's dive into the top ancient Egypt discoveries that will leave you speechless. The Saqqara burial grounds are an absolute game changer. This colossal site has been uncovering its secrets for decades, spilling out thousands of mind-boggling artifacts, and trust us, you won't believe what they've found so far. But here's the thing, Saqqara just got a whole lot more epic. In 2021, archaeologists unearthed a jaw-dropping funeral temple that completely flipped the script on our understanding of this incredible site. And let me tell you, none other than the world-renowned Egyptologist Zahi Hawass has been at the helm of some of Egypt's most monumental excavations. And now he's made one of the biggest discoveries of his illustrious career. He's finally cracked the code to uncovering the identity of an extraordinary Egyptian queen who ruled over 4,000 years ago. Fast forward to 2010 when Zahi Hawass and his team stumbled upon an incredible find, a stunning queen's pyramid right next to King Teti's majestic tomb. The problem was, despite knowing King Teti had multiple wives, this royal lady remained a total mystery, her name unknown for over a decade. They just couldn't link her identity to any of the king's known queens. But all that changed with an explosive new discovery that finally unraveled the enigma and revealed the queen's long-lost identity. In January 2021, Zahi Hawass's team made another groundbreaking discovery, a funerary temple dedicated to King Teti's elusive queen, and it was etched into the temple walls, Queen Nethi. This monumental find not only solved the decade-long mystery of the queen's identity, but added an incredible chapter to Egyptian history. But that wasn't all. Hawass and his team struck gold again by uncovering 52 ancient burial shafts bursting with secrets, containing over 50 coffins that are a whopping 3,000 years old. And if that weren't enough, they also stumbled upon a massive 13-foot-long scroll packed with the 17th chapter of the legendary Book of the Dead. Talk about an archaeological treasure trove. So, here's the lowdown. Ancient Egyptians believed that life after death was a major journey, and they needed a map to get it right. That's where the Book of the Dead came in, like an ultimate guide to surviving the afterlife. But things just got wilder. When Hawass's team unwrapped the mummies, they found a jaw-dropping surprise. 2 of them had solid gold tongues resting in their mouths. Can you believe it? Apparently, these golden goodies were meant to help the deceased chat up the afterlife gods. The dig didn't stop there, though. Archaeologists unearthed an Anubis altar, and even some games that the dead could play on their intergalactic road trip to paradise. It's like they packed a time capsule of ancient fun. You won't believe this. One of the afterlife games that blew our minds was called Senet, and it's basically like chess on steroids. According to Egyptian lore, if you crushed your opponent in Senet, you'd sail into the afterlife with ease, but lose. Well, your soul might be doomed to roam the earth forever. Talk about game face pressure. Thanks to Queen Nate's discovery skills, we get to know that these incredible relics exist. It turns out powerful folks' tombs were perfect secret safes for hiding precious items, and now we're getting a sneak peek. Imagine if all these treasures and secrets were lost forever because they just didn't survive the test of time, stolen, worn away, or destroyed beyond recognition. But thanks to these incredible finds, we get to learn from history's best-kept secrets. Now, are you ready for a mummy revelation that blew the minds of archaeologists? In 2018, Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities had a team from Minya University combing Upper Egypt. They were in for the shock of their lives when they stumbled upon an underground corridor hiding an astonishing secret over 40 mummies, just waiting to be uncovered. So, let's dive deeper into this remarkable find. Archaeologists think these mummies came from a pretty well-off family living in Upper Egypt over 2,000 years ago. The Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities shared that the mummies were remarkably preserved. It's truly rare to see them in such great shape. Some were placed inside fancy stone or wooden coffins, while others were buried directly into the sand on tomb floors or nestled in cozy, little niches. You won't often hear about mummy discoveries being this well preserved, making this an absolute anomaly that has everyone talking. Get ready for some mind-blowing revelations. From the ancient tomb, archaeologists unearthing an incredible 40-plus mummies in pristine condition is definitely not something you see every day. It's like uncovering a time capsule. The excavation team also stumbled upon pottery and papyri that helped pinpoint when these mummies lived. Now, let's shift gears to one of the world's most fascinating mysteries, Egypt's pyramids. For ages, we thought it'd be impossible for ancient Egyptians to construct these giants without an army of slaves. But hold on to your hats, because recent discoveries are turning this theory upside down and revealing a far more surprising truth about how these incredible structures came to be. Fast forward to 1990, when Egyptian researchers made an incredible find: the tombs of the pyramid builders. And here's the stunning twist: it seems these ancient workers might have been free men, not slaves as we previously thought. Now let's take a trip back in time with Zahi Hawass. He was busy analyzing documents about the Pyramid of Khufu when the pyramid guard burst into his office, telling him that a tourist had taken an unexpected tumble off their horse. Curious, Hawass rushed over to investigate Dole, and what he stumbled upon would change everything. A random rock on the ground caught his attention. Little did anyone know it was part of a 4,000-year-old tomb, hidden in plain sight until that fateful moment when a tourist's horse took an unexpected detour. Here comes the jaw-dropping part. Zahi Hawass uncovers a secret that rocked Egypt's archaeological community. This hidden tomb was actually home to the men who built those incredible pyramids, and they weren't slaves as we assumed. The fact that their final resting place is situated right next to the pyramid itself, that's a strong indication of their status. According to Hawass, these tombs were built beside the king's pyramid, which tells us these people were far from being slaves. I mean, think about it. If they were enslaved laborers, would they have been allowed such an honor? This groundbreaking discovery completely flips our understanding of ancient Egyptian society on its head. Time for a history shake-up. For centuries, we thought we knew the story. Pyramids built by brutalized slaves under Pharaoh's iron fists. Herodotus even wrote about it. But here's the thing, our understanding might be way off. Inside this game-changing tomb of pyramid workers, there are inscriptions that defy what we once believed. Words like "Friends of Khufu" decorate the walls, revealing a surprising truth: these workers didn't see their pharaoh as a master, but as a friend, the same pharaoh who commissioned the Great Pyramid. It seems he had a different kind of relationship with his team. What does this mean for our picture of ancient Egyptian society? Another myth debunked. For a long time, it was believed that Jews were forced labor on the pyramid projects, a notion first floated by Jewish historian Josephus back in the 1st century BC. But wait, when did Jews actually start showing up in Egypt? That's right, hundreds of years after those majestic pyramids stood tall. A surprising twist of fate led to this discovery: a horse's hoofprint accidentally exposed ancient writing on a tomb wall and voile. We now have a fresh piece of the pyramid puzzle. Who knew one clumsy horse could uncover such a significant historical secret? Buckle up, because we're about to zoom out on time. You might think 4,000 years ago was ancient, but hold on to your seat. A recent discovery in Egypt has scientists seeing millions of years into our planet's past. In 2021, researchers unearthed the fossilized remains of an enormous 4-legged whale that roamed the Earth a whopping 43 million years ago. This prehistoric giant measured around 10 feet long and tipped the scales at a massive 1,300 pounds. It belonged to a group called Protocedae whales, which were some serious chameleons, spending their days on both land and sea. The incredible find was made in Egypt's Fayum Depression, an area that used to be underwater but is now teeming with fossils of ancient creatures like this mind-blowing whale. The wait is over. Scientists have been on a mission to crack the African whale evolution code for years, and this game-changing fossil is the missing piece they've been searching for. Imagine a time when Africa was home to prehistoric creatures that were part whale, part alligator, roaming both land and sea. It sounds like sci-fi, but this incredible discovery brings us face to face with our planet's fascinating past. The Fayum Depression has revealed its secrets, and we're now piecing together a more complete timeline of how these gentle giants evolved over 40 million years. Get ready to dive into the unexpected history of whales in Africa. That's a wrap on our Egyptian Stunners video. We hope you dug it. Thanks for joining us on this archaeological adventure. If you thought that was awesome, be sure to smash that like button, drop a comment below,